We had been mortared quite a few times. We had been rocketed a few times. I mean, a rocket hit our signal base in north of Way, and the exploding rockets would shred our tents, cut through hot pieces of shrapnel, cut through the tents. My battalion commander, sleeping in his hooch, his little bunk, had a piece of hot metal from a rocket scoot through his hooch, cut right across the bridge of his nose, and bury itself in what he was using as a pillow at the time. And I remember my tent was shredded with all kinds of metal going through it. My clothing, which I would wash out of my helmet, okay, it was hanging on this makeshift clothesline inside my tent to dry. It was shredded with shrapnel going through that. And in those days, I slept underground. I lived in a hole that was in the ground, and I slipped into it at night. And over my head was 6 layers of sandbags, and on top of that, PSP, which is a perforated steel that was used as a makeshift runway mat, a landing mat. These were interconnecting bands of steel, and we would get some of these and put them on top of our sandbags as extra protection. But I can remember the shrapnel slamming into those sandbags, cutting them up, and the sand pouring down as I slept underground. All right, this sand coming into my face, coming into my ears, my mouth, spitting it out, and trying to find my glasses, put glasses on, because I wore glasses all the time in those days, trying to find them to get out of the place. And this all happened about 4 o'clock in the morning, so it was dark. They had hit our base camp with about 7 or 8 rockets. These are Soviet-made free flight 122 millimeter rockets. They had hit the ammunition dump. The ammunition dump in turn blew up, hit the fuel dump, which was stupidly adjacent to it. And we had 400 helicopters in the division at that time, and they were almost all parked in one area. So the ammunition dump blew up the fuel dump. These 55 gallons of fuel oil would go skyrocketing up in the air like candles. They come crashing down or blow up in the air. They would blow everything down. The concussion waves that they would set up would blow down everything, tents, everything. Kill people, smash helicopters that were trying to, young warrant officers running to their helicopters, trying to get them up in the air, getting the blades going, getting just off the ground, and then boom, explosions that would blow these helicopters out of the air, smash them over, tumble them down like a rock, stumbling out of a stream. So I was not in the thick of things, but now and then got caught into some pretty nasty little areas.